All right, that's my leasing office over there. So let's zoom in. That's where I'm standing on the opposite side of this short building, facing that's building 1810. The entity moves the light source to remain over me. I'm inside. I'm on the third floor of building 816, and here's the light source right over my head. That's called group stalking. All right, that's UPS, that's group stalking, crossing path, audible activity, light activity, engaging in surveillance, just sitting on the side of the road. All right, and you know that they're stalking you because you have the unnatural environment that remains over you. Okay, UPS, a heavily documented demon-possessed group stalker, light activity moving across the mailboxes. They were documented on March 22nd, 2022, where I got on Omnitrans third-party group stalker and traveled back to Fontana after documenting not only UPS, but the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department. And at this time, on this date, where the light source is nowhere near Alvarado Gardens, specifically above building 1816, you have the demon-possessed third-party group stalker. UPS is engaged in monitoring American citizens. And I also want to point out what's also legally irrelevant, the fact that that's a black male. He's engaged in criminal conduct in concert with corrupt law enforcement agencies. And this has nothing to do with Black Lives Matter. Okay, so we are not tethered together by race. This is not what makes us brothers and sisters. There are those who walk in darkness, and I want to be clear, Satan doesn't have a race. Satan is using any and everybody. And you are looking again at somebody who was engaged in the demonic behavioral pattern. He was engaged in surveillance, parked on the side of the road. The moment that I begin documenting this light source, which is impossible to be the sun, on March 22nd, 2022, where you will see UPS engaging in the state's criminal pattern of conduct. That was a demon driving a vehicle with that logo on it. And then I traveled back to what is Fontana, and that's where I'm headed on Route 61 at this time on March 22nd. That's the same time of year. This is where you're looking at LAPD engaging what is ongoing stalking, and this is how you know also that LAPD is engaged in criminal stalking in concert with the people. The light source is nowhere near my leasing office. It's right here over me at building 1816, directly over my head. This is the entity that is engaging what is a method of criminal presence in concert with law enforcement. That's grounds of federal prison. This is also light activity as the hazards are left on. And it's also light activity while these demons drive onto the ground and engineer light swipes all across the buildings, just like you saw Universal Waste engage in, just like you saw Vanessa Drees engage in, just like you saw Tiffany Sherez engage in, just like you saw Center for Better Life engage in. The entity is engaging what is criminal surveillance. This pathetic demon sitting in the parking lot in her car, and now she's doing the same thing, looking down at her bike while she's being a whole demon-possessed group stalker. That's Carol Lee. She's going to be deported out of this country after she sits in federal prison, her and her whole demon-possessed family. And this is what is so pathetic about the secret society. You have families of demons that are committed to this criminal system. And this is serving a demonic agenda that's underway in the United States. And it's certainly underway in California. This is not the sun. You're going to look at the video evidence of where I'm at on March 22nd because I've got specific documentation of UPS who's going to be subject to civil and criminal prosecution. And this is nothing other than impunity while the entity is group stalking in concert with the state. Exhibit A. All right, this is P.O.C. Alrighty. This is how you're identifying targeting. And these are demons that are targeting together, and it is well beyond Alvarado Street. This is massive targeting. This is engineered light that's covering a grounds, covering a people, and this is the America's version of terrorism in the U.S. I'm going to document UPS, and this third party is going to federal prison. This is P.O.C.